I'm going to Vienna for the first time, and I'm like going for a Mozart kind of energy. I don't know, just like you go to Paris, you wear berets, you go to Vienna, you wear Mozart brocade. While I was packing, I was realizing that I don't have a pink coat, and I like got this pink wool in New York, and I was like, I think I need to make a coat. Also got this like glitterly I got this glitter like tartan fabric from like a remnant shop at Masson, and I just fell in love with it. So I had it, and I was like, I kind of want to do this Barber meets Carhartt meets girly pop. I think that's the vibe. It's kind of girly pop. Because I decided to make this so last minute, I didn't have the time I normally would have to film a little bit more in depth of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And I also feel like I kind of like almost always have to do that, where it does get in the way a little bit, in a way just like the flow, because I'm kind of like going over here and I'm like setting up a camera and I'm doing this and like thinking about that, and I'm like, whereas I was able to just sew, which felt really nice and kind of refreshing to just move and not have to think about this other creative thing in the way. So yeah, there's really, I'm not doing a tutorial here. I'm not showing you how. I'm just showing you that I did it. I made myself something to wear to Vienna because I didn't have it in my wardrobe. And I think that that is so cool. And honestly, it's like really inspiring me to do this thing that I've wanted to do for, I can't even tell you, probably what actually got me into sewing was like making what I didn't have. And I feel like I like lost the plot on that, where I've just been feeling like I have to make things for people and sell them. My heart has always been like just creating something that doesn't exist for me to wear, because like when I was in high school, I couldn't afford to wear like the cutest clothes or like even things that I wanted like in my head. Like I couldn't, like I just didn't see them. Like I didn't have them. I couldn't afford it, like the whole thing. And so like that's what got me sewing to begin with. So oh my God, I should like make my first skirt I ever made. It is honestly so cute. My biggest regret is that I didn't keep it. I think I gave it to Boomerangs back when I lived in Boston, and I don't know why I did that, but here's a picture of me wearing it. It's just like a little beige skirt, and I had like lace and tulle ruffle and 2 layers of that. And then I did like it's so funny. I've always hated closures. I always hate doing like the last bit, but it's funny because even in my first skirt, I was like, I don't want to put a zipper in. So I decided to like make my own covered buttons, and I made it look kind of like the wedding, like they're very wedding-y. At least I always think about it, of like the loops with like the buttons. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm like really getting into this like original errand of making myself the things that I want in my wardrobe that don't exist. And I want to do more of that. But that's not for this video. This is just a Vienna vlog. What really inspired this entire Mozart thing is the fact that I'm also born on the same day as Mozart. And I got this coat back in the day. Like I had a birthday party that was Mozart themed. I honestly want to do another one of those again. But so I did, I just like cropped it because it was just kind of like a funky length. And I was like, let's just make it short. And I left it raw. I just thought it looked cool. And it is cool. So it was easy peasy. Plus I was like 9 and I had to go home. Not me being an airport vloggy girl. It's like actually wild that I get to just go to Vienna. Like I grew up in Utah. I lived in Boston after that for like 16 years and just like didn't travel. That was like just, it wasn't like really, it didn't ever even feel like something that was a possibility. So being in London and just being able to be like, I'm going to hop on like a 200 euro plane ride over to Vienna. I was like, it still blows my mind. So I booked a hotel room at the Hoxton, this branch. I'm literally obsessed, not sponsored. I just love this hotel. We stayed at the one in Brooklyn in New York, and it was just so nice. Like the prices are so affordable, and it's always like, it's just perfect. Like the rooms are cute, like they're not too extravagant, they're just cozy, decorated beautifully, clean, obviously. The location was also perfect. It was just close enough but also far away. I did my makeup and stuff. I just was like, I got here and I was like, I just need to like get cute. And then, oh my God, the little lampshade on my head. I'm about to go surprise my friend. Well, I'm not really gonna surprise him because like I came here to see him. But my friend Alipio, he's one of my oldest friends, and like he's known me through so many different phases of my life in general, but then like also hair. And I didn't tell him that I colored my hair yet because I wanted to surprise him, and I also haven't posted on social media yet. So it's like, I think it's like kind of fun to give like actual surprises. Okay, so like I said, I know I was gonna go and surprise him, which I am doing, but I was also kind of shy to film because like I didn't want to like get anyone's face. So it's like, it's kind of a reaction.
You know, a departure from something.
A departure from being fake?
Or an arrival to somewhere else.
I think it's an arrival to somewhere else.
Yes, it is.
We're also wearing our colors. Mm-hmm. Baby blue, baby pink. Can you believe I'm brunette? I love it too. Oh my God, I'm dying in the Mickey D's.
Look at the chandelier up there.
Oh my God. So I obviously did a good amount of research on Tiki-Taki on like where to go. And one of the most talked about was Palm House. It was so freaking cute. Like the weather was like also so stunning. So everyone was just like outside eating and drinking. Cutesy. We ate inside because there wasn't a lot for seating outside and we were like starving. So we're like, we need to eat. We shared this little shrimp nugget thing that was like really good. I was honestly really shocked at the food. Like usually when things are kind of like internet hypey or like just really beautiful, the food doesn't taste good or like it's just whatever. But I was like really, really shocked and hyped because I was a hungry girl after traveling. So I was fixed. We were leaving, we like looked over and we're like, oh my God. And then I was like, wait, I saw the butterfly museum also on, I think, Tiki-Taki or somewhere. And so I was like, we need to go and we need to see the butterflies. It's so wild how you can walk into a place and it will remind you of something else. Like this like made me think about this dress I made in college. I was obsessed with listening to Radiolab, and there was this episode about the black boxes where like just they don't know how things work. They don't know how something happens. And the chrysalis is one of them. Like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and comes out a butterfly. And they're like, it basically dies because the caterpillar becomes goo and then comes out a freaking butterfly. It's so weird. So anyways, I like worked with my friend Jordan, and she painted the version of like a caterpillar chrysalis situation. And I like digitally printed it on fabric and then put these crystals in it, chrysalis, and made it a dress. And it was like one of my like obsessions in college was digitally printing and podcasts and also collaborating. I just genuinely don't know how, I don't get how this was built. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A random stunning church that we just walked into, and we came across this restaurant. Thought that they had all these like super cute open-faced sandwiches. Also, the famous chocolate cake, Satra tart. A chocolate cake with apricot glaze. Pretty good, pretty good. How Vienna is it that someone is just singing opera in the street? I went to Google to see if I could find something that felt a little off the beaten path because I was a little over things that just felt super touristy, even though I've been here for like a couple hours. And I found this like super cute bar. There was like a party there and the bartenders were dressed up like super crazy and everyone was in costumes, and I was feeling really sad that I just looked like a normal person. And they had these long pretzels that they would just like give you and you could just eat them, and I couldn't stop eating them. I was obsessed with them. I don't know. I think that they were the best pretzel I've ever had in my entire life. What a shock going from that, a super fun bar, to then a Mozart concert and like in this church. And I don't know, it was like right next to a Burger King. And so I started messaging Alipio in my notes and was like, do you want to go to Burger King? Like, I'm kind of like, I've heard the Mozart. I'm ready to like pound a burger. The prettiest Burger King I've ever been in. No, that was the best Burger King I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I was like euphoric. Thinking about Burger King's in there, and I was like, it's fucked up.
You had church.
And then I had a moment to go to Burger King. I was waiting for Alipio and I was like, I'm just gonna go back to the Calm House because it was so cute. And while I was sitting there, this guy came up to me and said, thank you for your outfit. And I thought it was the sweetest compliment I've ever received. So thank you to that one guy. CC ticket, wow. Princess ticket, Princess CC. If you're watching this thinking you're gonna get a history lesson, you're wrong, because I'm not gonna give you any history. I just came to see the pretty rooms and all the ornate details, thinking this would be a cute room for me. I would take it. I'm obsessed with the bread tucked into the napkin like this, and obsessed with the way this is glass. I thought it was a mirror, but no, it's glass. Just another stunning ornate room, but it gets even more insane. Like, I genuinely freaked out when I saw this room. I was like, could you imagine having like an actual party in here? Like, I actually can't because like it just, that's not how it works. But like, holy shart, like, what? This room was extra unique. Like, there was just like all this blue metal work, and I was obsessed with this little metal blow hanging from the chandelier. I genuinely gasped when I walked into this room, and Alipio, who was actually listening to all the details, was saying this is the most expensive room in the entire building. And I was like, I don't need a little microphone to tell me that, because the detailing of the space was wild. Like, I can't even imagine the artist who made this. Everything is insane. Just another stunning room. There were so many more I didn't even share because it just gets like honestly kind of repetitive, but I regret that I didn't get that hat. I love my new house. Okay, so we're gonna go get snacks at the Hill. I'm calling it the Hill. I'm like really hungry. I'm hungry and I'm tired. I think I have allergies. Wow. Wow. Oh, this is like a piece of butter.
It does look like a piece of butter.
Oh, I'm hungry. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to duck. It's so funny, like, when you're, like, hangry. And, like, it's like I'm, God, like, trying to vlog right here. And I was so, literally, like, starving. And also, like, I keep saying that I'm having allergies when, like, literally just getting sick. But my delusion. We were like not thinking, and we went like up the one set of stairs, up the second set of like the other side of stairs, and then we turned out that it's just in the back. I was too hungry to even share.
That's why you were seven.
Okay, if anyone asks for advice on Schönberg Palace, also I have like allergies, so I sound horrible. So back there is the thing that's at the top of the hill. It's like the cafe. It's wicked cute. But we walked up the hill.
Le Gloriette. It's a cafe.
Le Gloriette. The Gloriette. Anyways, I found a pharmacy because I need to get allergy medicine. So I was like, oh, let's just leave out this way. Look at that. Straight shot. You start with the garden and the Le Gloriette. You start there and then you walk down into the palace. I think it's really smart. This is the move. No one said this. No one's talking about this. Vienna. Were those annoying people taking selfies, but how could you not? Another stunning tiki-taki find was the bank, brasserie and bar. It's in an obvious, feels pretty obvious that it's in an old bank, but it was so good. I got hammed off of, I think I had like 5 Cosmos, and then I got this like dessert that had my name in it, because duh, like I'm gonna get a dessert that has my name in it. But this place was like so freaking chic. Like when they did this like little trick to close the kitchen with like the curtains, I was like, okay, like, but wow, yes, stunning, stunning meal. And then, you know, obviously my allergies were bothering me because they were just allergies, but we had to end going back to Fino because it's my new favorite place. I had to get more pretzels, and yeah. Oh my god, the bartender gave me this because I love them so much. I'm being quiet because it's like, oh my god. I go home today and I'm so tired. I have like allergies and I'm hungover, and like I wanted to do this face mask, but they never fit right. I feel like they never get them like over my nose, and this is why I don't do it. But I was kind of woke up and I was like, I feel so dehydrated. I think I have like some weird allergy. There's something going on because I'm like, I feel so stuffed, but I don't feel sick. So anyways, yeah. Woof. Let's go see CC's.
So pretty.
It's so stunning. Hofburg. Wow. Honestly, I'm cackling about how many times I kept saying I have allergies. Like I think I was trying to trick myself into having allergies and not being sick because I had just gotten pneumonia pre-wedding just a couple months prior, and I was like, there's no way I could be sick again. Like, it's totally allergies. You wish. The famous CC stars that she put in her hair, but actually that was a lie. There's only one real one that they have. I guess she like gave them away or something. I think it started really hitting me that maybe I was sick at the National Public Library. I don't even know if it's public. I just added that, but I feel like it is public since I'm there. So I was actually running on fumes at this point. Like I could just stare and really not even take in any more information. Alipio and I parted ways, and I really wanted to just go be in a neighborhood that didn't feel like not old, because obviously I love the stuff, but I just kind of wanted like a little bit of like a different vibe. And there was this place on the hotel website called Caliana, and it's this super cute like green cafe with like home goods and like little knickknacks. And then I just like trot around the neighborhood again, just feeling extremely delusional that I wasn't sick, even though I was like kind of losing my mind towards the end. I walked into this super cute secondhand vintage store, found a Boston shirt, which I always love seeing, like so cute. Felt it was declining, it meaning my brain. The brain was declining. I ended on a tea. I ended on a burger. And then I barely made it home. So yeah, I came home and I was properly sick. I was like out of it for days. And then I came to my studio with all of my little bits and just made a cute little journal entry, just logging all of my adventures and highlights of my trip. And yeah, I'm really obsessed with sewing something to wear to take on an adventure and to bring you along the adventure with me. So I will be filming another one of these for my next little trip. So click to subscribe so you can follow along with me in my adventures.